Magnus.
Folks, welcome back to another Loot of Tomorrow. I am your host, as always, Magnus Deacon. In the interest of kind of expanding the world of the Loot Crate, I'm looking into finding more varying things for Loot of Tomorrow, which for right now I'm going to be kind of picking on ShowZ store because they're really the only ones that I know that have varying types of loot. They build themselves as a Transformers related website, but they do have other things, so I'm going to be picking at them a little bit in this video. Plus, as I said in the last video, and if you haven't already heard, I have a Magnus's Loot Crate Discord server. So I'm just looking to make it sort of a nerd paradise where we can buy, sell, and trade loot together. So the link for that will be in the description. Folks, without further ado, let's take of some of that sweet, sweet loot that will be coming out sometime in the near future. Alright folks, first things first on the pre-order roster, we're going to start with Comic Cave Studios Omni-Class Iron Man. It's a 1/12 scale, Mark 7. Now, for those of you who are into collecting comic stuff, this looks like a rather nice piece. I mean, I've got a couple like it. From what you can see from the picture, it looks like he has several interchangeable hands. Probably, I'm presuming, don't shoot me, fully posable with some, flame effects to put in his hands, possibly his feet. Now, just looking at this, I can't tell if it comes with a stand. I honestly don't know, but the full price of this, as it says, is $77.99. So if this is your thing, go have at it. It's not really my thing. I'm not much of a comics books person, but that doesn't mean I can't tell you where the good stuff is. Speaking of which, if anybody can throw me some links maybe to peruse to see some Loot of Tomorrow for other genres much like this, I'd greatly appreciate it, because that's kind of what the Loot Crate is all about, is getting a hold of some new loot. Well folks, that's it for this one-off. Well, it's a one-off for right now. I'll probably expand my loot dealings in other videos, but for right now folks, this is the Comic Cave Studios Iron Man Mark 7 1/12 scale. Now folks, I'll be the first to tell you, I don't really know that much about Gundams, but I do know what looks cool. And here we have Supernova Model SN-MG 1/100 scale Gundam Heavy Arms Custom. Now this sucker is $63.99 on ShowZ store. So far as I can, it says it's a pre-order. I'm not sure. It is a very nice looking figure, because when you have to absolutely decimate every SOB in the room, I would imagine twin quad Gatling guns would be the way to go. And this sucker looks like he's armed to the teeth, so I have to admit it looks good. Like I said, I'm not really that big on Gundams. I watched a few of the shows back in the day, and I did collect a few of the model kits just because I thought they looked cool. My favorite's still the Death Scythe Hell Custom, to be honest. But I don't really know that much about him, but I do know what looks good. You can see this sucker, he's pretty nice looking. For $64, I would imagine that's not a bad figure to get. But folks, that is it. That is the Supernova Model SN-MG 1/100 scale Gundam Heavy Arms Custom. Pick that up on ShowZ store. Now folks, this one's going to sort of be a 2 for 2, because why not? Both of these are up for pre-order right now. While one is fully up for pre-order and the other one is it's up for deposit. is what I'd rather say. So we shall take a look at both of these, starting with this here is New Age's Agamemnon. And I've heard quite a number of you folks, Agamemnon, yeah, sorry, it's Agamemnon, you know, the guy down over there in the corner. Yeah, he was in the movie Troy. He was one of the Greek kings. Of course, he was a bit of an a-hole, so why not call him Agamemnon? That sounds like a winner to me. But right now, he is a $2 deposit over on ShowZ store. The full price is not known yet, but I'd be willing to bet he's probably going to be somewhere in the neighborhood of $40 to $50. I'm gonna bet close to 45, just because New Age doesn't really make very expensive, but he does come with a boatload of accessories. It's possible he'll be right about $45 to $50, but I haven't seen New Age make a truly big bot as of yet. But then again, Magic Square only recently did a fairly big bot in the form of Light of Justice. So we'll see what happens there. But this is a very nice looking figure. I've seen some of the accessories that's going to be coming with, and it looks pretty. It looks like your standard Megatron fare. But with that one out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at the other one, which will be coming out from Magic Square. And I have to admit, I kind of like the joke they pulled with this one. As it stands right now, he doesn't really have a full price yet, but I'm still betting he'll cost at least as much as Light of Justice. Probably depending on how many accessories he comes with. The Light of Justice did come with, it came with a trailer, roller, gun, a few swap out hands, matrix. But being that Megatron is, usually comes with 3 or 4 swappable faces, he comes with his silencer, his stock, and, probably going to have interchangeable hands. I mean, that is becoming a trend. But at the same time, he also has, usually the gun he uses to shoot optimus. He might even have an interchangeable chest. I don't know. And Tidarium Hanger brought this up, but I'm kind of hoping that this is a precursor to Magic Square making a Masterpiece style Megatron. I would love to see that. I'd love to see how it looks with their, Light of Freedom, the full-size Optimus Prime. So we'll see. I've been needing a good Megatron, and since he is probably going to scale perfectly with their Light of Justice, which I have, he's my main Optimus Prime, I'm pretty sure he's going to scale just right with him, so I'm definitely going to pick this one up, because he may be the main in my Legends collection. We'll just have to see how that goes. But folks, that is both New Age and Magic Square's versions of Megatron. Both of those are coming out soonish. I'm not sure exactly when, but who knows? We'll find out. But folks, those are the two oncoming Megatron figures. Pick yours and pick them up as soon as you can. Now folks, this is a bit of a teaser. I don't plan to pick this one up, but that's not going to stop me from telling you guys about it. New Age is also coming out with H13 Lucifer, their version of Starscream. Now this is sort of the teaser pick, so this is kind of what he's going to look like. Now I'm waiting for the Magic Square versions personally, but that doesn't mean this isn't going to be a great figure, because I've learned that I can come to expect fairly great things from New Age. Now I don't know how quickly they plan to do repaints. Miller and McCoy came out fairly close together, and they were just, with Ratchet and Ironhide, one's just a repaint of the others, just one's an ambulance and one's a van. So I don't know, we'll see. Right now as it stands, he's a $2 deposit on the ShowZ store. Like I said, I'm going to be picking on them quite a bit this episode. But if I had to guess, now this is me making predictions yet again. I am the great Nostradamus. I'm going to say he's probably going to be in the neighborhood of $35 to $40. Much like Miller and McCoy, he might be a bit bigger because he is one of the planes, one of the seekers. So he may be a tad more expensive. We'll find out soon enough, I'm pretty sure. All you have to do is wait. Just keep an eye on it. Because if this is your thing, well, sooner or later they're going to have to tell you how much it costs when it comes to a pre-order. But I'm not going to put a deposit on this one. Like I said, I'm waiting for the set coming from Magic Square. But that is just me personally. I mean, I like I've said before, Magic Square is my gold standard, but I am not above picking up the New Age versions of any of these bots because they're gorgeous. I mean, who wouldn't want these? Well, if you're not a Legends collector, you might not, but these are some gorgeous figures. Now, if I can find some extra pictures to show, I probably will. I usually post links to these in the Loot of Tomorrow section of my Discord server. And for those of you who are into Gundam comics, Star Wars, Star Trek, whatever, join the Discord server. Help us out, because this is kind of more or less like a nerd haven for, hey, have you seen this new thing that's coming out? Now, I know some toys like Star Wars are pretty easy to find. You just go to a Walmart or a toy store. But it never hurts to be able to inform people of those things that are not going to exactly be available for commercial purchase. Just that easy. So, folks, that is New Age's H13 Lucifer. And I believe that will end this particular episode of Loot of Tomorrow. Folks, this has been yet another episode of Magnus's Loot Crate Loot of Tomorrow. Hopefully these bots tickled your fancy and the other two offshoots tickled your fancy maybe. I don't know. For those of you who are big on the Gundam and Marvel Comics characters, help me out. Shoot me some links. Give me some websites where I can look around and say, hey, this looks like something that people might like to buy in the future. Just help a Magnus out, because sharing the loot is what it's all about. And it makes life more like Christmas every day. When these things show up in the mail, it's usually like being a kid at Christmas. So, folks, I hope you enjoyed yourselves. I enjoyed showing these off to you. And I will see you all next time on Loot of Tomorrow.